So today I'll be reviewing Pokemon Journeys episode 124, Valor. This was the second part of Ash vs Cynthia in the Masters 8 semifinals, so let's talk about it. So the episode starts off with Ash calling back Pikachu and calming himself down. Then we get Dracovish vs Garchomp in a Dragon type matchup, and Garchomp absolutely dominates, with it even having time to set up Stealth Rock, and Cynthia follows that up by switching into Roserade, who was healed from its burn because of its ability Natural Cure, proving yet again why she's always 2 steps ahead of Ash. Then we get Roserade vs Dracovish, who ends up getting poisoned, but through sheer willpower it fights back with Dragon Rush and gives Ash a win in what was probably Dracovish's best battle. Afterwards, Ash decides to continue battling with Dracovish, and Cynthia uses this opportunity to get herself another win by sending out Milotic, who stops Dragon Rush with Disarming Voice, and then counters Fish's friend with Iron Head, which takes out Dracovish, leaving Ash with only 2 Pokemon. So then Ash sends out Sirfetch'd, who immediately gets rid of Stealth Rock using its shield, then battles Milotic in a head-to-head clash until it ultimately wins by finishing it off with Meteor Assault. Afterwards, Cynthia compliments Ash for coming up with the Stealth Rock counter and says that this battle has lit a fire under her, which is why she has to win and battle Leon in the finals, and Ash responds by saying that he's going to win and then surpass her. I thought this moment was great because, like I said in my last review, I think this battle will convince Cynthia to continue battling, and this opens up the possibility for that even more. I also like Ash saying that he'll surpass her, since that's him speaking his victory into reality. So after that, Cynthia sends out Garchomp, who battles Sirfetch'd in what was probably one of the best 1v1s we've seen so far, with Sirfetch'd even dodging attacks mid-air. Then we get their final Meteor Assault and Draco Meteor clash, which was probably the most hype and suspenseful moment of the battle so far, and right when it looked like Sirfetch'd won their clash and Garchomp was going down, Garchomp manages to stand strong while Sirfetch'd was left unable to battle, even though it was still standing because it refused to fall even in defeat, which was a testament to its willpower and determination. So this leaves Ash with just Lucario, who goes head to head with Togekiss, who's able to fight back against all of its attacks, and after battling for a while, Cynthia decides to return Togekiss, and everyone assumes she's getting ready to switch into Garchomp, and that's when she reveals her Dynamax band, which shocks everyone as she Dynamaxes her Togekiss, and the episode ends with Ash getting ready to Mega Evolve Lucario to battle Dynamax Togekiss in the final part of this battle. This was a great episode and probably my second favorite of the Masters 8 so far. Nothing was rushed and there wasn't anything extra. It was strictly devoted to the battle and us seeing Ash and Cynthia put their skills to the test. I thought Dracovish was amazing in this episode. We saw it battle Garchomp, Roserade, and Milotic, and it was able to contribute by just keeping up with the pace and showing its determination even after getting poisoned. The same can be said about Sirfetch'd, who was the highlight and MVP of this episode, with it almost taking down Garchomp and putting up the best fight that we've ever seen against it. That moment at the end where it passed out but was still standing was definitely the biggest highlight of the episode. I know it was supposed to be a reference to when Barry's Empoleon and Ash's Incineroar did the same thing, but I thought this was the best iteration of it because it's very in line with Sirfetch'd and everything that it stands for. The last thing I want to talk about is Cynthia deciding to Dynamax Togekiss instead of Mega Evolving Garchomp. A lot of people see this as a massive mistake since she should have used the best gimmick on her best Pokemon and Mega Evolved Garchomp, but I don't think this was the biggest mistake made in the episode, which I'll get to later. I think this was actually the best move she could have made for a few reasons. The first and most obvious is that Togekiss is a flying type, so after Dynamaxing it can use Max Airstream, which is 2 times effective on Lucario. The second reason is that this definitely threw Ash off his guard, since we saw him waiting on her to use Mega Garchomp throughout the entire battle. Ash not knowing what she would do would only work to Cynthia's advantage, since Ash was likely preparing to battle Mega Garchomp. The third and final reason why this is a good move on Cynthia's part is because Garchomp just took a hit from Sirfetch'd, and unlike Dynamaxing, Mega Evolution doesn't restore any of your health. You could ask why she didn't just Dynamax Garchomp, since that would have restored its health for 3 turns, and that could come down to 2 reasons. 1, she hasn't practiced with it since it already has a Mega Evolution, or 2, Togekiss is just better at it and has better moves in this situation. I think the biggest mistake in the episode was actually made by Ash, who decided not to Mega Evolve Lucario as soon as he sent it out. Lucario was already his last Pokemon, so he didn't have to worry about the Mega Evolution being undone if he switched, plus Lucario's type doesn't change when it Mega Evolves, so he had no reason to hold back. If he had attacked with Mega Lucario from the start, then maybe Togekiss would have already been defeated, especially since super effective moves like Bullet Punch would have been priority and boosted because of Mega Evolution. You could argue that Mega Garchomp would have been a bigger problem, but after Sirfetch'd hit it with that Meteor Assault, I don't see it lasting much longer. With that being said, what are your thoughts on the battle and the episode as a whole? I enjoyed it completely and give it a 9 out of 10. There were lots of factors and interesting decisions in this battle, along with great moments from all of Ash's Pokemon that I really enjoyed. Be sure to give me your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and bye.